The end of Brian Banks' ordeal was marked by tears after a judge threw out the rape charge that had sent him to prison for more than 5 years.
My only dream in the world was to just be free and to have the same opportunity as everybody here.
He was a 16-year-old star linebacker with a full-ride scholarship to USC and had dreamed to play in the NFL when in 2002, a classmate accused Banks of raping her in the stairwell of their Long Beach high school. Although Banks insisted it was consensual and there was no sex, he told KCBS TV that his defense attorney at the time gave him a choice: plead no contest to rape or risk a trial that could send him to prison for life.
When you go into that courtroom, the jury is going to see a big black teenager and you're automatically going to be assumed guilty. Those are her exact words.
He took the deal, went to prison, and had to register as a sex offender. He thought that was the end of it. But after he was released, came a surprise: a friend request on Facebook from his accuser, Juanetta Gibson.
I remember closing the laptop just like real quick and just like thinking, like, what did I just see?
So Banks arranged a meeting with a private investigator who videotaped the whole thing.
No, he did not.
Gibson later explained she hadn't wanted to say that publicly for fear of losing a $1.5 million settlement that her family had gotten after suing the school district.
I may not ever get the answers as to why I was supposed to go through what I went through, but I know that I'm here today and I remain unbroken.
Unbroken and working to get his life back on track. Those dreams of playing in the NFL, he says, might be realized yet.
So this man's whole life was ruined by a mere false allegation. He had dreams of going to the NFL, but because one woman lied on him, said that their sexual act was not consensual, and yet he spent 6 years in prison. Just imagine the kind of life, the kind of career he would have had if it wasn't for this false allegation. The woman who accused him of this should go to prison for the same amount of time that this man served, or he would have got in total for him being guilty of this very serious crime. But then again, how many times do we really see women face consequences for their actions, face consequences for their false allegations, face consequences for putting their hands on somebody? We rarely see women get real jail time for committing the same exact crimes as if a man were to commit them. Is there something called perjury? Isn't there something called defamation? But yet she does not go to jail for these things? Come on now. And then his lawyer talking about, oh, if you just plead no contest, you may just do a little bit of jail time instead of risking a trial. How many black men in particular were set up in this way, where if they just plead guilty, if they plead no contest, they wouldn't face a trial and all this other kind of stuff? This is why so many black men were put in jail for things that they did not do, such as this kind of false allegations, such as an assault or murder, some kind of real heinous crime for something he is completely innocent of. But it was, oh, just take a lesser sentence. You be all right when you get out, no problem. But when he gets out, he's got a criminal record, he's got an ankle bracelet on, and he cannot get a real job anywhere, all because he pled guilty to something that he did not do in the first place. See, I have been falsely accused of assault myself, and I know what this feels like. You have to fight tooth and nail. Damn what your lawyers say. If you didn't do it, you fight tooth and nail. You go to court, you go to a jury, and you plead your case, and you testify, because this is your life on the line versus her allegations. She's not going to jail if she accused you of doing something. She's not going to jail even if she put her hands on you. But you strike her once, you get any kind of false allegation put towards you, and it is jail first, ask questions later. So that's why you have to fight for your life, because literally your life depends on it. Testify, bring up evidence, bring up witnesses, make sure that you hold these women accountable. In the eyes of the court, she will always win, because we believe all women for any kind of false allegations out there. It just baffles me that women can falsely accuse a man of any kind of thing and they face no jail time whatsoever.
The girls pop their balloons to reject the guy.
Why did you pop your balloon for Stefano?
Oh! He needs some milk.
Sorry.
Is it what? Is it because of the AF ones and?
They're just mash up. I'm sorry.
But yo, if you think about it for a second, she's actually right. How the hell you gonna come out the house with some busted ass shoes on, dude? Like, come on now. Look at that. Like, god damn, man. Who let you out the house like that? You can't get a new pair of Air Force Ones? You can't put some spit shine on them? Scrub them down, throw them in the washer, do something, man. You can't holler at a chick with some busted ass shoes on like that. Come on now. One of the first things women see when they look at you, they see your face, one of the first things they look at, they look straight down at your shoes. See what you have put on your feet to see what you are showing out to the world. She looks at you up and down, but she paid more attention to your shoes than she looks at your fingernails, and she looks at other places too. If you got some old busted ass shoes on, you are getting no play whatsoever with women out here. You ain't got to have the most flyest pair of shoes on, some Jordans or whatever, but damn it, they got to be clean, they got to be shiny. You can't have no busted ass shoes on and you just out here looking like who shot John? Come on now.
I left my boyfriend and I've been traveling for 10 days and I've slept with 22 people in that 10 days. My goal was 20 and I just hit 22 this morning. It's 1 p.m. now here in Paris and I need to check out because I'm going home. I really doubt I'm going to get another one on the board, either on the plane or like on my layover. So I think 22 is where we're going to cap it out, but how did I go?
She belongs to the streets. Really? That's what we've come to? It's pretty damn sad.
Lady, why are you proud of this? You talking about how you left your boyfriend and you slept with 22 guys in 10 days? Oh, I'm sorry. Is that something to be proud of? Do you want a round of applause? You want a badge of honor? Really? Are you kidding me? You are a walking STD, ma'am. Shout out to the boyfriend because he's the one that really dodged a bullet from your for the street ass. In about 10 or 15 years, she gonna be the same woman talking about where do all the good men go? How come I can't find a good man? Ma'am, maybe in your 20s, maybe in your youth, if you weren't around letting everybody who would come in there just hit it and keep on going, maybe you'd be able to find a good man. Maybe you'd be able to keep any kind of boyfriend whatsoever. But you feel so proud about this. You getting on TikTok or on social media, whatever, talking about how you slept with 22 people in 10 days. That is not a flex at all. But you want to flex your women power. You want to flex to the fact that, oh, I slept with all these guys in Paris in 10 days. Now I'm going to fly back home as if nothing ever happened. And when you come back home, something going to be burning. When you come back home, you're going to have to take some penicillin shots or something because your ass is a walking STD out here. You letting all these guys who you don't even know who just come in there and just ram up the shop. Oh my God, let it get out of here. See, men don't respect women like her. Women who think that they can just sleep around with any guys they want to and nothing of that matters. Do you know how many women out there have slept with so many guys they can never pair bond with anybody because they are constantly comparing the sex that they had with some of these random dudes to you, and that will never work because when you're constantly comparing your past relationships to your present relationships, you will always find something to resent them about. She's been with so many guys in just a 10-day period. There is no way in hell she will be able to pair bond with anybody.
Guys can sleep around, but if we do it, like, we get horny too. Yeah. It's okay if we just want to hook up once in a while and have it just be that.
I also think if a guy looks down on you for hooking up with him, that says a lot about what he thinks of himself.
Yeah.
Like, what? That's so crazy.
Women are judged on their past. Men are judged on their future. And honestly, ladies, you want a man to sleep around a little bit. You want him to be experienced. Why? Because you want him to know what he's doing in the bedroom. You want him to know how to get that thing going. You don't want to teach him. You don't want him to learn. You don't want him to have on-the-job training. You want him to have experience. And men, we are the exact opposite. We want you to be as pure as possible. Now, I'm not saying that you are going to be a virgin. That's very unlikely, especially in the times we live in. But you should have as low of a body count as possible, especially if you are looking for a man to marry you, to take you home to his boys, to his mama, to bring around his business partner, his clients, things like that. Why would a man marry a woman who has slept with Tom, Dick, and Harry and so many other men out there, and you bringing her around the party and everybody knows who she is because she is the the garden tool. She is community property. She's been with everybody. Why would a man marry a woman like that?
Is a man less of a man if he can't change a flat tire?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is a woman less of a woman if she can't cook a meal from scratch?
Got him.
We're biased. We're women.
No, that's not a good answer.
See, men, we are judged solely on the fact that we can provide something. If we don't know how to do basic man things that women think we should know how to do, then suddenly we are not men. We are not a real man. We're discredited and all this other kind of stuff. But with a woman, if she simply just can't cook, oh, that's no big deal. Oh, whatever. You know, women don't cook nowadays. And, you know, you can just order DoorDash or something like that. I'm sorry. Last time I checked, I think I know a whole lot of guys that can cook better than most of these modern women out here. Fellas, in the chat, how many women do you know can cook better than you? How many women do you know can actually cook something nowadays? Do you know how hard it is to find and date and marry a woman who actually knows how to cook? And I'm not just talking about some ramen noodles. I ain't talking about some frozen pizza or something that's very simple, like, I don't know, spaghetti or something, or you just gonna put some salmon in the oven. No, I'm talking about throwing down in the kitchen. I'm talking about, can you make some mac and cheese? Can you make some collard greens? Can you actually cook something from scratch? Have you learned anything? You can go on YouTube nowadays and learn how to cook. So many guys that know how to cook much better than women because we know we have to survive. And if fellas, if you know how to cook and she's like, oh, I can just cook for you. Okay, what else? Oh, I can clean for you. I know how to clean. I can hire somebody. What else? See, it starts to shrink. It starts to make it feel like, okay, you know, I don't need you for your money. I got that. I have learned how to cook for myself. If you can cook for me, cool. I know how to clean myself. If you can clean for me, cool. But I don't need you for that. I need you for other things. I'm not talking about sexual, but I need you for other things other than cooking and cleaning. But that's kind of the basics nowadays.
Have you ever rejected a man specifically to test his determination to winning you over?
Of course. I love the chase. I love the chase.
No.
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
Say why.
Oh, you're
so they
toxic,
know.
lady.
Because it's fun. It's a game.
That's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
Have you ever rejected a man specifically to test his determination to winning you over?
Yes. 100%.
So then how does no always mean no?
Exactly.
It doesn't. No can mean yeah, and yeah can mean no. Just depends on how you say it.
Fellas, if she's rejecting you, you just need to leave her the hell alone. I don't care if she's trying to just determine your level of determination or how much you want to chase and all this other. We got time for these games out here. Do you like me? Yes or no? I'm trying to approach you. I'm trying to get to know you or whatever. If you rejecting me, fine. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm going bye. See you later. Have a nice life. You ain't got to be crazy about it. You ain't got to be disrespectful. You ain't got to call any on names or whatever stuff. Just walk away. Go find somebody else. Don't deal with women that's rejecting you. Like, oh, he didn't try hard enough. Fuck that. I've tried enough. And if you said no, I'm gone. I'm walking away. Especially when women are just accusing men of harassing them and doing some of the crazy stuff out here. Hell no. If she's rejecting you, move on. Go find somebody else. And if she don't like it, fine. She should have said yes. And if she want to change her mind, then she need to crawl back on broken glass and apologize for doing that. And then y'all can move forward. If not, go about your business. So, man, what do y'all think about these videos I did here today? Did I get anything right? Did I get anything wrong? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.